It's her favorite gait.
Can you hear my comment?
Just that one.
Just a little bit. Sorry,
Yeah.
I forgot to call this corner. Okay, so I thought that was better, especially that first transition downward from the trot to the center line. Did you feel how she kind of kept moving forward even though she was...
Yeah, and I felt myself asking too much and let up and said, no, no, keep moving. And she said, oh, thanks, sure, I'll be happy to.
Yeah, and so she was much better with that there. That's good. The circle was a little bit better. Again, I noticed on this corner,
Yeah.
or on this,
Yeah.
as you were coming around here, you picked up your trot. It was a little bit late on the transition, but that's okay. I think you were worried about getting her into the corner and kind of didn't prepare her for that upward transition, which is fine. And then down the wall, it seemed like you try to use your outside rein to keep her next to the wall instead of using your inside leg. And so I think that's why she tends to bend her head out a little bit, because you're using that outside rein like, okay, go to the wall, go to the wall, go to the wall, instead of pushing with your inside leg like, okay, let's leg yield over to the wall, right? But that's just a habit. I mean, that's just things that people, you would instantly think, okay, my horse needs to go here, I'm going to pull with this hand.
Yeah.
But in dressage, it doesn't work that way. So, but then you were able to correct it throughout the circle. You were able to get her back onto the correct sort of bend there. Still really good with pacing. She seems like she's doing pretty well with that. Your diagonal, again, was good. You forgot to change your diagonal.
Aha.
On your diagonal. And so I was making a comment about that when I remember that I had to say the walk thing.
Yeah.
Or the trot thing, because you had to do a trot circle. And
Yeah.
again, she lost that trot, and I think that's because
It felt like she was pooping, but I don't see poop.
no, well, she pooped at the end of the last test. So no.
But yeah, it felt like she was like, oh, I gotta poop. So I,
You know, we gave her some treats up here, and so now she's like, oh, I stopped here for treats, right? And so
Yeah.
she's kind of,
okay.
it was like she came
Better
down
than
here and was
spooking
like,
here.
Let's slow
Yeah.
down and get a treat on our way by, and it was, you know, so.
If I'd been carrying a whip, I could have, you know, been more effective. Yeah. But that's a wonderful problem to have.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Could be worse, right?
Uh-huh.
The free walk was much better on that one. I could tell that you were trying to push her forward because she obviously pushed into a trot. But once you were able to get her back to a walk, she definitely had a much bigger walk. You know what I mean? Did you feel the swing in her back? And
Uh-huh.
stuff?
Yeah.
You could see it from here that she
Great.
just looked like she was actually, you know, taking you somewhere as opposed to you being like, okay, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Mhm.
Which was nice. So that's always good. And then your center line was good again. She had a little bobble, but I noticed that the little bobble that she had, and you'll notice this on the video, your hands were moving around.
Yes.
Like I said, if you're using your hands to move her around, she's going to bobble a little bit.
Uh-huh.
So you're going to try and keep her in between your legs there. But you were able to correct it within a step or so. And again, good halt. She does really well with that, you know, halt. I think she's figured out, oh, I like to stop. So, you know, that's much better. So,
Yeah, all right.
yeah.
Thank you. This was so
Sorry, I didn't write
exciting.
this down, but,
That's okay.